In the bustling corridors of Los Angeles International Airport, a familiar figure cut a solitary path through the throng of travelers, his presence a poignant reminder of the enduring legacy of rock and roll's most theatrical icons. Gene Simmons, the indomitable bassist and co-lead vocalist of the legendary band Kiss, was spotted navigating the terminal with a quiet determination that belied the profound sorrow weighing on his shoulders. Dressed in a casual ensemble that spoke to his effortless blend of rock star flair and everyday comfort, a blue denim shirt tucked neatly into skinny blue jeans, paired with striking black and red high-top sneakers and a simple black cap, Simmons moved with the measured gait of a man who has weathered storms both personal and professional. At 76 years old, the Israeli-born musician, whose fire-breathing alter ego The Demon has scorched stages worldwide for decades, appeared resolute yet introspective, his trademark larger-than-life persona momentarily subdued by recent tragedies. This sighting marked Simmons' first public appearance since the heartbreaking news of his longtime Kiss bandmate Ace Frehley's death at the age of 74, an event that has sent ripples of shock and mourning through the global rock community. Frehley, fondly remembered as the Spaceman for his ethereal guitar wizardry and cosmic stage makeup, passed away on October 16 following a tragic fall at his home, a mishap that underscored the fragility of life even for those who have lived it at full volume. The loss has been particularly acute for Simmons, who co-founded Kiss in 1973 alongside Frehley, drummer Peter Criss, and guitarist Paul Stanley, forging a band that would redefine the boundaries of performance art and music. From their explosive debut with hits like Rock and Roll All Night, to their retirement concert at New York's Madison Square Garden in 2023, Kiss had been more than a band. It was a cultural phenomenon, complete with pyrotechnics, towering platforms and anthems that ignited generations. Simmons' grief is compounded by the band's storied history of triumphs and turmoils, where brotherhood was tested by the relentless demands of fame, substance abuse struggles and creative clashes. Frehley, with his raw, riff-heavy contributions to albums like Destroyer and Love Gun, was an irreplaceable force, an essential and irreplaceable rock soldier, as Simmons and Stanley would later describe him in a joint statement that captured the depth of their devastation. The tribute, shared through The Hollywood Reporter, painted a vivid portrait of Frehley's indelible mark. He was an essential and irreplaceable rock soldier during some of the most formative foundational chapters of the band and its history. He is and will always be a part of Kiss's legacy. My thoughts are with Jeanette, Monique and all those who loved him, including our fans around the world. These words, penned in the raw immediacy of loss, echoed the sentiments of a man who had shared not just stages but life's highs and lows with Frehley, from the euphoric roar of sold-out arenas to the quieter battles fought off-stage. Peter Criss, the original drummer whose cat-like persona added feline ferocity to Kiss's lineup, was equally shattered, posting a visceral outpouring on social media. "I'm shocked. My friend. I love you. #KissArmy, #Ace Frehley, #Kiss, #Spaceman." The hashtags invoked the devoted fanbase known as the Kiss Army, a legion that has tattooed the band's emblem on their souls and turned concerts into communal rituals of rebellion and revelry. For fans, Frehley's passing isn't just the end of an era, it's a fracture in the mythology that Kiss built, where ordinary mortals don grease paint to become gods of glam. Simmons, ever the steward of that mythology, has long navigated the band's narrative with a mix of bravado and business acumen, authoring books, starring in reality TV like Gene Simmons' Family Jewels, and even mentoring aspiring rockers on shows such as Rock School. His life offstage, a devoted family man married to actress Shannon Tweed since 2011, father to 2 children, contrasts sharply with the demonic spectacle he embodied on stage, revealing a complexity that has endeared him to admirers beyond the heavy metal faithful. Yet this airport sighting comes at the tail end of what Simmons himself might call a rough month, a period marred not only by Frehley's death but by a harrowing car accident that could have rewritten his story in an instant. Just weeks prior, in the sun-drenched curves of Malibu's Pacific Coast Highway, Simmons was involved in a collision that thrust him into the headlines for reasons far removed from sold-out tours. Driving his Lincoln Navigator SUV, the rocker reportedly lost consciousness at the wheel, causing the vehicle to veer wildly across several lanes before slamming into a parked car. The incident, witnessed by passers-by who frantically dialed 911, summoned a swift response from police and firefighters, transforming a scenic coastal drive into a scene of controlled chaos. Miraculously, no one was seriously injured, a fact that Simmons' representatives were quick to emphasize as they assured the public of his swift recovery. Details emerging from the aftermath painted a picture of vulnerability beneath the rock god's armor. Shannon Tweed, Simmons' steadfast partner of over 4 decades, revealed to investigators that recent changes in her husband's medication had left him dehydrated, a condition exacerbated by his admitted aversion to drinking water. He passed out and his car careened across several lanes of traffic before hitting another vehicle, she explained, her words carrying the tremor of someone who has stared down mortality alongside her spouse. Discharged from the hospital shortly after, Simmons downplayed the scare in a statement to NBC4, insisting he was doing fine and already itching to return to his relentless schedule. His rep echoed this resilience to People magazine, "Gene is fine and back to work already." It's a testament to the man's unyielding spirit, one that has propelled Kiss through lineup changes, commercial pivots from albums to merchandise empires, and even a Broadway stint that grossed millions. As Simmons strode through LAX, his mind undoubtedly wandered to the band's immediate future, a horizon tinged with both nostalgia and novelty. Mere weeks away lies the Kiss Army Storms Vegas convention, slated for November 14th to 16th, where the band will reunite for an unmasked performance in Las Vegas. This event defies the finality Simmons once proclaimed with biblical conviction during a 2023 Rolling Stone interview, "My hand on the Bible. And I should know because my people wrote that book. In fact, my people also wrote the follow-up book, the New Testament. And so I'll say right here, right now, my hand on the Bible, it will be the final Kiss in makeup appearance." That Madison Square Garden farewell, a spectacle of confetti and pyros that drew 20,000 fans, was meant to be the curtain call, a symbolic retirement of the grease paint and platforms. Yet, the pull of the stage, the adulation of the army, proves irresistible. The Vegas show promises a stripped-down authenticity,